How's it going? Welcome to the Generation Gaming Podcast. I am Jay Lewis at your service once again. We are joined today by Sellout.
Hi.
And from Skype, we're joined by Ono Sauce, Generation Gaming's video producer. How's it going, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Fantastic. Now it's just awkward.
I'm 4.
This is my radio voice. Accept it.
It's really
I
bad.
do not have a radio
It's
voice.
pretty bad. Just letting you know.
Correct.
But-
It's very mean.
so today it's going to be a little different. Don't have a soapbox, but that's okay because all the stuff we're going to talk about. Well, we kind of do. It's going to be on the fly, but that's all right. So I'm going to do one good thing I realized, I didn't think about this before I asked Sellout to do these podcasts with me, is I didn't really touch like much on a PC side of things when it came to gaming wise. Like I'd touch on here and there and stuff like that. But push the sound out. I want to make sure that that's
You should be.
gaming wise, like I didn't touch. Because lately Twitch has been acting stupid for me. So anyway, but that's a good thing. So that's kind of how I made today's show, and how I'm kind of going to do it from now on. I'm going to have the gaming aspects of console, and also PC side of things. So I think it's
special enough.
try to broaden the horizons, if you will. So as November gets close, Call of Duty is that time of year. Now I know that I played the beta. Ono Sauce didn't because he wasn't special enough to get a code from Xfinity.
And I didn't because I'm
They
lazy.
hate me.
Yes, we hate you so much. They do hate you pretty bad. But Sledgehammer is promising something new this year. Well, they say it's new. I feel like I've heard this before. It's just worded differently.
Probably.
It's not, the PC beta just came out, and they've had like a number of hacking issues, but I feel like that's like with any game, new or old or however it comes out. But Sledgehammer Games they're promising that they're going to, this isn't going to be the case at launch, and the developers explained that they're going to have a PC version that will include a suite of anti-cheat / hacking technology. Sellout's going to know this better than I do, but I feel like that's something, especially with the mods and everything that goes out, I don't feel like that's going to last very long.
No. It's not going to last long at all, dude. PC
When-
hackers find a way to do whatever they want to whatever game they want. No one's going to stop them. There's not going to be any...
No. Shit.
Feasible
PC
change.
hackers are hacking Nintendo Switch. You see all the Zelda mods.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind mods. I don't mind it, like, but I guess when it comes to, I mean, I'm playing Xbox One, so that's like a rarity. The last time I ever like jumped into something that was hacked was Modern Warfare 2. I think I was playing with Ono Sauce. We're playing Team Deathmatch, and the Team Deathmatch turned into an 18-person free-for-all, which was fun, but it was really stupid because,
Oh, when everybody was doing those super high jumps
Yes.
and shit.
yeah, I don't know how that's like really rare
That
for
shit was
consoles.
annoying.
Yeah, it's rare for a console thing. But it was really annoying because you would spawn in and you'd be dead like instantly. Because as soon as you run it, especially because you spawn next to your teammates normally. But
Your teammates.
that's what I was going to ask you. Like, Sellout, you know this the best. At least I assume so. When like titles like this come out, like when PC, whatever, I assume it doesn't take that long to get in, like to hack into something like that to affect the game.
Not at all, dude. PC hackers will find a way to hack any game they want. And not usually maliciously. In most cases, they do it just to, benefit themselves in a non-harmful way to other gamers. But in some cases, they will find a way to, hack it and make the game unfair for others. Like,
Right.
hey, I'm better than you.
Well, this is the tools that they're going to use. Apparently, made the PC version between now and launch. Scroll bars and options that scroll allow numerical entry to mouse and control sensitivity options. In addition to slider, streamline the exit of the game. Clearly indicate being in party status in UI, making the resolution options more clear and consistent. Video option, video memory indicator, warnings about the video memory over commitment, option to bind lean left and right keys and multiplayer, and a number of smaller issues that we are tracking. That sounds like a lot of great stuff, but do you think that's really going to make a difference, or it's just going to be business as usual for anybody who hacks, who's good enough at hacking, is going to
That didn't sound like anything hacking related, in all honesty.
Right. Well, that's like their tools apparently to
That
prevent.
seems more like anti-griefing stuff.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like that's the tools they're going to apparently be using. But
Maybe anti-boosting. That's it's definitely not going to prevent any hacking of any kind.
Yeah, I remember that. Who was it? Remember
There's no
like
way to prevent it at all.
like
It's
boosting.
really hard.
That made me think about that boosting wise. Another thing, I think it was also Modern Warfare 2. I think it was. I think it was like Dome or whatever. Mastodon. People would stand on the ladders and they would stay there, and then their buddy would be at the top of it and just kill everybody, and they would just boost like. It was really annoying. I remember that. I don't know why I do,
Yeah,
but
I remember people be over in the corner boosting each other.
I remember a while ago when I was into console gaming, there was a big scene on YouTube for just busting boosters. Like, you say, yeah, I'm going to boost with you, and you go in there and just shoot them when you're not supposed to, and they get mad.
Yeah.
It was hella funny, I guess.
yeah, it's bad. It's I don't know. It's just kind of sad. It's like,
Just
it
play
tells
the
me
game, dude.
Yeah, that tells me you suck ass that much that you need to boost, or just don't.
much ass
You
you
love
suck.
doing it that much.
I mean, like, if you take a game that seriously to where you have to cheat to get, like, your ranking and say you're that good, you,
Yeah.
you need to work on something else in your
Yeah,
life.
really. I mean, that's kind of sad. Like, that sounds boring. Anyway, all right, moving on. Let's continue with Xbox. So Phil Spencer said something recently that I thought was very interesting, and then they did a study in June. There was a study by Ars Techna, and they suggested that backwards compatibility on Xbox One was a feature that apparently none of us that use Xbox One ever use. And I have to remember personally, if it's free or if I already had it on 360, I'll download or re-download it just to have it. That doesn't mean I'm going to play it again. I don't see myself playing it. Well, Microsoft and Phil Spencer say differently. The study was kind of met with skepticism, especially from Xbox, but that's obvious. They're not going to, agree with something like that because that makes their business look bad. It makes Xbox look bad as well as Microsoft. Phil Spencer at the time, he said usually 1 or 2 backwards compatible games in our daily top played games usage remains high, and quality games last and are worth playing. I guess the question kind of was the time was framed by Sony Global Sales Chief Jim Ryan, who seemed to whether there was enough sales potential in backwards compatibility to justify the expenses to bring it to a console. That's why I know Sony didn't do it, and they're still getting flack for it. I don't think they're ever going to not get flack for having it on PlayStation until they actually do it. But do you play backwards compatibility games a lot besides when you and I play Black Ops 1 or 2 or the older Call of Duties, Onosoft?
I guess
Besides that.
I won't say backwards compatible. Maybe say I like the remakes of games, like the Crash Bandicoot that just came out and stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not technically backwards compatible. But other than that, other than we play, no.
Said remakes? That's gross. My father, who's a big PlayStation gamer, he loves to use backwards compatibility. He doesn't have a PS4, but he has one of the PS3 that is backwards compatible.
Okay. Wait, actually, let me rephrase it. I do like backwards compatibility, but most of it is just me playing the old Final Fantasies.
Fair enough. I mean,
Over
everyone
and over
has their
again.
older games they like to go back to. Like my father, he always goes back to Star Wars Battlefront 2. He even goes back to PS1 games, Panzer and Allied General, and just plays the hell out of them.
Yeah.
I just think backwards compatibility should be able if you already paid for the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I think my
Well, see,
issue.
Sony charges you for the backwards compatibility.
PS
That's
Now.
stupid.
PS Now is the biggest fucking joke. I swear to God,
No.
it's so ridiculous.
Every time I see it, I'm like, seriously?
Let me be honest. The first time I heard about it, I'm a big PlayStation supporter, but that's stupid as hell. It's like
It's really dumb. They really ruin. I mean, I know they want to be different. Their other reason PlayStation did it is they want to move into the future away from the older games. That's great, fine, but that doesn't mean you should just discount everything you did and just throw it to the side and then make it worse by trying to resell it and make more money off of a game you already sold and make money off of. It made this sounds like you made it worse.
it just makes it look like you don't care about your fans for real.
Yeah, really, exactly. I kind of look at it as let me find a word Phil Spencer said. Recent interview. Okay, he said to Wired UK. I'm sorry, I was trying to find the right words here, and I've said this for a while, and I've always said this about games. He says I see games as an art form. Console games can get lost when hardware generations go away. It can become more challenging to play the games of our past. There's something to be learned from experiencing what I played as a kid. There's good business there from for the content owners, but as players, it's nice to be able to understand how our art form has progressed. That's my thing for me. I feel like companies like Rockstar, Bethesda, I mean, it's just to name a few. There's a couple other ones like Square Enix, a couple of other ones. These companies, yes, I know Final Fantasy took forever to make, but I always will be at the the notion that the longer you take to make a game, because you are making it from a gamer's perspective, you're making it like that, the game is always going to come out better. It's really rare that games that take a long time are usually crap. I mean, there's companies that,
one example, but that's because it was transferred so many times, and they didn't even have an idea what they wanted to do with it when they got it. Like the company that got it last, I think they put it out in 2 years. It was a 14-year development cycle, but like all throughout those 14 years, it was company after company. It's usually not like that. Usually, if it takes a long time to put out a game, the company's focusing on the game. They're actually caring about it. They're putting in their own details, and they're finding all the bugs themselves as opposed to putting it out,
Or
catching it, and
something's
be like, oh
horribly
shit,
wrong with
it's
it.
fucked up.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, that's for instance, games like this is why I'm glad this year. I mean, I've never been a big Assassin's Creed fan, but Assassin's Creed finally learned that, and they stopped
Assassin's
making.
Creed is amazing, except the other
Hey,
one
fuck you.
that was pretty bad.
It's okay. It's fine. I don't mind it. The new one, I'm not sure about that because we
2
need.
and Black Flags.
Yeah,
Best ones.
yeah,
I like
that's probably for
Brotherhood.
me. That's what I would
That's all
say.
I've ever
But
played.
they got to the point where they became an annual game, and it was not necessary. It was like you don't need to make a game like that every year. That's why it kind of ruined it.
Also, probably going to come out with more bugs
Yeah, but I was
at
dealing
launch.
with it because I liked the story. I wanted to know what was going on more.
I understand that if
Then
you're a
you
big
should
enough
wait.
fan,
It
that's
makes
fine.
it more worthwhile if you have to wait for it, I think.
Yeah,
Look,
but
I'm getting older. I'm going to die soon one day by a deer or something. I live in the woods. I need this game to come out so I can know what's going on.
Look at here, boy.
that makes a lot of sense. Yes, that makes so much sense.
That's fair enough.
But games like GTA, every time a GTA game's out, everyone's super excited about it because it takes about like 5-7 years for the game to come out, and it's usually pretty awesome.
Do you guys remember the hype when GTA 5 came out? That shit was hype. I didn't even have a console at the time. I was like, dude, I gotta play it. I gotta play it.
Yeah, I still play it to this day.
It's
It came out
great, and
3 years ago.
Now people mod it and make it better.
Yeah, the mods look pretty crazy. They look pretty fun, I must admit.
I got those. You don't.
That's what happens to the console. I could do it with my console, but this is a lot of work. I don't feel like I'm
Yeah. Also, a side note: if you want to hear the stream as it's going, I got these.
Oh, no, it's
They're hooked up.
okay right now. I just want to make sure the audio is working.
Oh,
all
it's
right,
working.
'cause I had
Get it
issues with
together, folks.
Yeah.
Right now.
All right, so moving on. This is going to be fun to talk about. So, World War II zombies. Of course, I'm going to mention this. So, got some more information about it. They did an interview with Game Informer. Did an interview with the developers of Zombies, Sledgehammer, and there's a couple questions here that I found I really enjoyed. So, some of the stuff has been changed. So, for instance, they're adding a class system. You can pick who you want to play as now. It's not random anymore. You play as. Let me reframe that. Or refresh that sentence. You play as it's health. There's a health class. There's a engineer class. There's some other stuff. I can't think of the exact. They didn't say all the classes, but there are 4 different ones, and you can pick which one you want to be as.
Pretty
The
sure.
points are
No.
no longer there. There's no money there. They're taking the souls. It's the same thing. The process, though, is a little bit like what I'm trying to say. You mentioned doing the pack-a-punch. You do the pack-a-punch. It's a wave defense system. But one of the cool things I did like is some of the capabilities or some of the things you can use in there. For say the medic. The medic can actually go invisible and revive you, and the zombies can't see you. But you can do that on your own. It's not something that power drops. It's not something that you have to find. It's something you already have when the game starts, which I find very cool. Or if you need to escape from zombies. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
But it's more of they're going for more of a horror aspect too. It's supposed to be but what's up?
You said horror or horror?
Horror, yes, like horror
Horror.
movie. Very you're not going to expect we already play zombies enough. You play zombies, Infinite Warfare especially, or Black Ops 3. The spawns for zombies are much more than we've ever seen them before. Well, that's supposed to be taken to a whole new level this time. Let's see. Here's one of the questions. Let's see. Before we dive in deeply, he said Is that something you look forward to with new entries? Do you spend much time killing the undead? Would you call yourself a grade A zombie hound? Dan, who is the lead designer for that, has said zombies movies become a staple for the series now, for better or worse, despite zombies being an overplayed thing in Medic these days. They do a great job of differentiating them, finding some star power to kick them up a notch. The Easter eggs are supposed to be harder than anything they've ever done, which I'm not really looking forward to because I do that. Did enjoy the last few offerings with the film noir. At least talk about Infinite Warfare. Let's see where else. You never really played zombies, have you, Salah?
I used to play it on Black Ops. When the DLC came out, I played it for a little bit, and that kind of.
There's even like Ono Sauce, like we first played it. I mean, that's at the core of the game is a survival game.
Yeah.
It's how many rounds you could survive. They had to do something though, and then it might have irritated some fans, but for me, I kind of grasped onto it, and I try to learn the Easter eggs, even though they could be really hard.
I mean, I was never good at it. I just wanted to see how long I could go with me and with one friend or something.
Right.
Usually we played Ascension because that was our favorite map personally.
That's me and Ono Sauce played Ascension like to death. Except the monkeys are I can do without the monkeys. The monkeys are really
quite
annoying.
But other than that, I love the map.
Yeah, no, it is. They're
Monkeys.
really, really annoying. But it's almost like you got to pick your perks, like especially like running at. But let's see, destination.
That was a good map. I like the little I can't think of it, the little launch pads. I think.
Yeah,
That was
the
fun.
lunar launch pads. Yeah,
Gave
they're
you a good train and a lot of
All right, so pretty much here's what some of the stuff they did when they played. So he was saying Jeff, who's the lead, he said he's kind of a lone wolf. He said the setup for a session was pretty much perfect. We had a full group of 4, and then you and I were accompanied by a pair of Sledgehammer employees who knew their way around the game. Bavarian Nightmare. That's the name of the first map. First thing first, and then who did you play as? You picked Ving Rhames as one of the characters, which I'm pretty sure Ving Rhames is dead in real life. I'm pretty sure he's not. I'm not sure. When they did that, I'm like, how long have they been doing the audio? Because didn't that dude die like 2-3 years ago? I'm pretty. Yes, Ving Rhames. Didn't he die like at least 3-4 years ago? I'm not trying to be like insensitive to the man's death, but like, I'm pretty sure he passed away a while ago, and I don't know how long they did these audio recordings, but it had to be long enough to where they got the guy, and it just seems a little odd to me. But
no, he's not dead.
Are you sure? I'm thinking of some. Well, then I'm an idiot then. But okay.
No, it was a death hoax, but I mean he's not dead.
Okay. Well, then maybe that explains it then. All right. Then you choose support role, which gave me the ability to brief. There. Okay, here it is. You gave him played as this is Ving Rhames' character. You get a guy named Jefferson Potts. He chose a support role, which gave him the ability to briefly cloak myself and avoid detection. Definitely came in handy when I needed to revive other teammates. So did you go a more offensive-oriented approach? But what it sounds like to me, though, is it's very going to be they're focusing, encompassing it more on team, on like the team base, like working together and not like because Ono Sauce will tell you this. We'll end up being close together in the beginning, and then give it like 15 rounds, and we'll be completely on the other side of the map. And then like, oh my god, I got downed. Now I have to run as fast as I can, and maybe I'll try to get you. That's not the case in this one. They're saying you shouldn't do that. Change to stay close together. But do you think?
Do I like Killing Floor?
I don't know shit about Killing Floor.
I love Killing Floor. Killing Floor is a great game, but I don't know about that. Killing Floor though, like you can revive players a lot faster though.
From what I played, you had to stay close together.
Yeah, that's a good point. No, I see your point. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Yeah, Killing Floor is definitely like that because the enemies spawn even in wave 1. There's a lot of enemies. But that's the other thing. Well, except for like modded zombies. Excuse me. Like modded zombies, most people that make those modded maps like can have like a ticker at the top that tells you how many zombies you have left to kill. You don't have that when you play the actual versions that come out on the consoles or the IP versions. But do you think is there anything that you Ono Sauce would like to see different, like to see change, like the stuff that I mentioned? There's more to it than that. Like for the Pack-a-Punch thing, you have to survive. I know they didn't call it the Pack-a-Punch.
I would like a progression of the characters more than just the guns. Like, you know how I'm not trying to compare it to Destiny or anything like that, but I can get stuff that makes me faster or reload quicker,
right.
Not just perks. but makes me more resilient.
It's like personal ability. Right?
Yeah.
Personal abilities for each character class, like something that really makes each thing very different.
Yeah, like it makes
Yeah.
you want to choose that character
I see
solely
what you
because they
mean.
get
Yeah.
that much better.
Well-
Not slapping people with a beaker or using a fork or some shit.
He doesn't like
no,
the
like
Infinite
one
Warfare
person
zombies.
has a better speed bonus, or some guy does more damage per second, or something like that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, somebody who like the medic always has quick revive or something like that.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I
That's-
think it does.
that's a
almost.
good idea.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, I think that's what these new ones have.
Because like if you have the ability to choose who you are, there has to be a reason for you to want to choose a specific character. Like I don't know a lot about current zombies now, but I know when I did play the original Black Ops, not the original Zombies, but, you know, from
Right.
Black Ops, I wouldn't care who I was, except for solely for the quotes. Like there's no reason for me to say, oh, I want to be Richtofen because blood.
Right.
Personally, he annoyed the fuck out of me.
Oh, I
prefer,
love Rick Toffin.
Dempsey or
Made me laugh. Yeah.
the
Wonderful.
Russian whose name I forget.
But, it was Rick Toffin, Takiel, Nikolai, and
And Dempsey.
Yeah.
Tank
Yeah,
Dempsey.
I mean, the story at the beginning, like, Ascension, they were kind of like, I think Ascension was the first map that actually had,
Like,
it
starting
wasn't a
with
completed
complete
Easter egg. There was an Easter egg in it, but it was only like, I think 3 or 4 things. Ono Sauce and I found it on mistake. I think that was the only Easter egg we ever did and realized not that, I'm sure somebody found it before us, but normally, like, we would end up getting annoyed and we go look up the strategy, but
I don't find things on mistake.
no,
I know
Ono Sauce
everything.
is being stupid and like just chucking
Genius.
grenades outside the map, and one of his like Gersh devices sucked up a whole like generator, and he was like, "Okay, that's not probably something I wasn't. You're meant to find that." So stuff like that. That's how the Easter eggs start. That's how people usually do it. But
Once again, I know everything before I do it. I am
Liar!
yeah, right.
I know everything about everything.
All right,
Yeah.
how old am I?
How can I?
7.
You're right.
Yeah.
He really does know everything, dude. Shit.
Well, put it this. Let's see. Let me see what he says. I know the game. This is supposed to be. There's no difficulty setting. I know in Black Ops 2 you could put it on original or easy, and then that was the only Call of Duty you could ever do that in for zombies. Except, well, that's
Oh,
not true.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's not true. Actually, Infinite Warfare with Director's Cut, you get that now. It's
Yeah,
basically
after you go through all that BS.
you got to beat. Yeah, you got to get all. You got to beat each Easter egg. You get all 5 soul keys, and then you unlock Director's Cut. And then Director's Cut is basically easy mode where you have every perk. And even if you get knocked down, you get revived. You still have all your perks. It's but it's story wise, I like it
I mean, if you're going for the story, yeah, but I don't think from like solely
because
from a gaming point of view, it's not.
Director's Cut also changes it because the Easter eggs are different when you go play the maps again. I like that. And then when the boss at the end for the last map is also different as well. You play. Go figure. The big boss is the devil.
When did zombies get bosses? What the fuck?
Black Ops 2. No, that's not true. Yeah, Black Ops. Black Ops 2. You got bosses you had to face. Yeah.
I've stopped at Black Ops. So.
Yeah. I was gonna say Black Ops 1. You had Moon, but you didn't have any bosses in it. I mean, we did that Easter egg. We
I
played it
didn't
on
buy that
Chronicles.
DLC. That's the last DLC. Like,
Yeah, Ono
I
Sauce
didn't
is.
get.
Oh yeah, Ono Sauce is irritated because I finally beat that Easter egg with Kickapoo, and he wasn't there that day.
I don't care.
Yes, he does.
You make
Ono's.
new friends all of a sudden.
Well, yes, so horrible, so
Additional
horrible to me.
sauce? The fuck? You
Yes.
don't leave me too then.
Let's see.
I'm gonna come to you. Oh no, we gonna band up and get this guy out of the state.
Yeah,
We're
There we
going
go.
to. It's
No.
happening.
fine.
It's already happened.
Already twice.
All right, so let's see.
What do you think that happened to Meeseeks? Why do you think you haven't heard from him?
Actually, a very good reason for that, but we're not going to say that on air. But
You can't talk about Hitman on air.
well,
Oh,
no,
shit.
yeah, he replaced Mighty Beach Seeks, but it was for a good reason. We just came to terms. He's no longer part of Generation Game. For those wondering. But let's see. Where was I trying to? I had something here and I just lost it.
Ah.
Okay, yeah. So basically, just had it. All right.
Did it?
All right, here we go. Wanted to check out times. They didn't have enough time when they were getting to play it, Game Informer guys, about the perks, unlockables, customization options before deciding. They said, I don't think I'll ever running support. I'm glad they had moving towards a slightly more RPG bent. So they did say that there is. They said there's more RPG. We already know like there's weapon kits in Black Ops 3. You can customize your guns. Infinite Warfare, I do like there's more abilities you can put on your guns, but there's supposed to be RPG elements with your players too. So maybe what you were saying will actually happen.
Yeah, but
War-
with the upgrading your guns in Infinite Warfare, I feel like the reward system doesn't make me feel awarded. Like
What do you mean? Like reward system?
is it like from
zombie crates?
like from the crates and stuff? It just kind of feels like rudimentary. It doesn't feel like, oh, cool, I got this now. Like, okay, I hate to reference again, but like Destiny, every time I get like a yellow.
I also think though, and I think you can attest to this. I think you're not into zombies as much as you used to be. I can tell that, and that's okay. That's fine. I'm
Just busier.
maybe, but still, like I noticed that too. Like when you first played zombies, I know you liked it a lot. We both were hyped when it came out. I think I've liked it more and more as it's gone on, and that's not because I've gotten better at it, but I think as I've gone to get more into Easter eggs, and you're not bad at it, obviously at all. But I've noticed that too. But anyway. All right, now we're going to move on to our upcoming video game releases. We're going to start from today, October 6th, and we're going to go all the way to November 28th. So what I'm going to do, as always, I'm going to read off the games, the platforms that come on the dates, and any of the game titles that these titles I mentioned, Onosauce and Sellout are going to cut me off if they want to say something about the game.
Before we get into that, I want to talk about Cuphead.
Okay, yeah, so we're going to do that first. Yeah, so
Cuphead is an amazing game. I don't know if have you played it on Onosauce?
he was going to get it, but
Oh my
I didn't
God.
realize I was poor.
Bro, I'm sorry. I'll donate $20. But this game is definitely worth the $20. I got it like 8 days before it came out. I purchased it, and I had to wait for it to download when it did come out. As soon as I got home, I was like, oh, shit, it's downloaded. I played it nonstop for hours.
It's $20, right?
Yeah, it's only $20.
Yeah.
And it's
I
definitely worth
was
it.
hoping I wasn't going to get burned by it like I was Mighty Number 9.
Bro, it's good. It's great. It's so difficult. The art style fits in with the music. It's all 30s style. Nothing. The animation makes it's all hand drawn.
Somebody said there's like a level where you got to fill up a cup full of blood.
I haven't
like-
made it that far. But that sounds
Sorry,
fun.
that just
I'd
sounds
probably start
crazy
with
to
one of the
me.
later levels because I'm just very small spoiler because you learn this at the beginning of the game. What you do is like you and your friend Mugman, your Cuphead, you make a deal with the devil that if you beat him in a game, you get all the casino and everything they have in there, all their royalties. And I think you beat him. I skipped it. I didn't care enough.
Wait, is this a spoiler alert time?
No, it's as soon as you start the game. It's the first thing it tells you.
It's
okay.
it's a
I mean, you can
couple
skip it
questions.
if you want.
I was thinking about it. So the game is basically it's a side scroller shooter.
It's
I
kind of
guess.
like
Yeah.
Contra, but you get 3 hits.
God.
But as soon as you die, you have to start the
Said
whole
the word Contra. That's Jesus Christ.
You get
Contra.
6 directions to shoot
Uh,
in. There's no power ups
I played
unless you
Contra
pay
so
for them,
much.
and you have to equip. You can only equip one. From what I've seen so far.
I played Contra so much, and Onosauce did too. That game gave me more grief.
Oh, this game's you're gonna hate this game. It's difficult, but in the right way. Like it's not punishing you with hard controls or anything. It's very easy
It's just
controls.
supposed to be. It's difficult.
Easy to pick up, but the patterns are so hard. I've heard someone say you're not gonna ever beat a boss in the first run through. It takes multiple times
It's just
learning
trying to
all
get
their
the strategy
patterns
out
and
of it.
shit.
Sounds like a fucking challenge to me.
It just sounds kind of like a game like you need to learn a strategy.
It's
to-
worth $20, dude. I'm
Yeah.
on the second island, second of 4. I haven't beaten a single motherfucker.
So how's that? I was just another thing. Is it kind of like Mario, where you know how you have different areas you can walk
I
to?
mean,
and-
kinda.
You know what I mean?
You do get a hub world, and you can't progress unless you beat a certain level, and then they'll open part of the map up. But it all